What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another day seeking for another dollar. How y'all doing? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Boom, boom, boom. All right. You guys take anything today? Any trades? Any trades taken? I'll discuss what I wanted and everything that I did. I didn't look at gold today. My only priority today was what's it called? My only priority was index futures. I'll actually go over it. So basically, going top down, what I wanted today. Let's start off on the daily time frame. So daily time frame on NQ, ES, Dow Jones, we have an SMT at the previous daily low. So NASDAQ made the lower low, S&P 500 lower low, Dow Jones higher low within this key level. So from that point, that was my kind of daily framework. And then I went down to like the 4-hour time frame. I wanted to see if there was any sort of SMT divergence that I could have like utilized on top of our daily time frame. And I measured out that daily swing from the high to low on NASDAQ, high to the low on the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones. And all I simply wanted was price to just have a target for the day being equilibrium of that daily range. So that was kind of what I wanted to see be reached today as some sort of potential objective point. And then I wanted to drop to lower time frames like the 4-hour and the 1-hour and look for significant highs that were en route to that. And I had a swing high, this buy side liquidity at 6849.25. That was en route to equilibrium of the range just below. And then I had the same corresponding high on the NASDAQ here, and then the same corresponding high on the Dow Jones here. Dow Jones looks, this 4-hour time frame is actually like, this is horrifying. This is like a jump scare. So I didn't have much to even give attention to on the Dow. I was primarily focused on NQ. Go down to the hourly time frame. I was saying this with my Discord. I wanted to see price expand from this hourly bullish fair value gap. Here, let me replay. I wanted to see price expand or trade away from this hourly fair value gap at 9 o'clock. So I had this fair value gap marked off on NQ and ES, but I wanted to see some sort of like SMT be created within this hourly fair value gap. And the next hourly candle, you can see we tagged it on both NQ and ES. And then we ran the same corresponding candle low, the 8 a.m. candle low on the Dow, but we didn't create any notable SMT. So it was just kind of out. I had like the same intuition as to how I had price monitoring yesterday, as to how we had expansion away from that 5 a.m. candle low on NQ, ES, and the Dow without creating any sort of SMT divergence at those lows. So everything was corresponding here on yesterday on all three, and then everything was corresponding here today on all three. So I didn't have a framework of a trade to take based off of an hourly perspective, but there was, and I got this brought to my attention after we kind of had the move off. There was an SMT on the 90-minute time frame between 90-minute candle lows between the 7:30 and the 9 a.m. on NQ making the lower low and the S&P 500 making the higher low. That was the only thing that I saw. And then the 5-minute time frame actually offered something pretty clean, which was that down close candle from 9:30 at the equities open that cleared all this liquidity, the short-term lows, and then closing above it at 9:35, giving an execution at 9:40 with expansion higher that would have delivered more than a 1 to 2 risk to reward. So that was actually clean. But I didn't get on side of that move. So I let this whole thing kind of slide away from me. So didn't give that any attention. But my idea was waiting for an SMT and a key level on an intermediate term perspective to then frame a trade after that. But I don't typically go down to like lower time frames, like a 15-minute to M1, but I was doing that this morning, looking for a continuation trade off of after, like when I saw the 90-minute candle SMT, I was like, all right, I missed that. Maybe I can catch a continuation trade off of a 15-minute to an M1. So I watched to see if price could create an SMT inside of this 15-minute gap. And we didn't end up doing that. And then we ended up just trading higher. So with all of these kind of factors like leading into play, I'm going from my higher time frame to my intermediate term time frame to my lower time frame perspective. I'm kind of knocking out all possible scenarios that would even allow me to get into a trade. And now, since I'm kind of just sitting here and I'm watching price just move away from where I would be getting in, I'm not getting into a trade all the way up here. I would want to be in a trade down here, somewhere in here, rather than all the way in premium of this swing. So I got hands off for the day. I'm not taking anything, and that's just what I saw. So no SMT for me is always a no trade. That is my mandatory rule. And that is what I will always stick and ride by. We caught a great trade yesterday, like a phenomenal trade yesterday. So I didn't have too much of a worry for missing out on something today. Move this up so I can stand. So that was what I did. That was what I did. Fuck, this is so bright, bro. That is what I did. Lower this brightness too. What up? That's fire, dude. That's huge. I do think at some point today, though, we'll get a run higher. Like my daily objective, I think that we still push higher and we run above here. But I don't have too much of a worry or care to get on side of the move after it already happened. No, I haven't taken any trades today. After we already delivered from that hourly gap and I missed the SMT that was on the 90-minute and price expanded after that, I didn't care too much about the move. But again, us as traders, we don't need to catch trades every day. We look to see if price can offer us an opportunity every day. But if it doesn't, then it doesn't. And we go about our day and we move on to the next. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. My criteria wasn't met I had everything aligned with the higher time frame, but the lower time frame didn't want to give me what I needed. Didn't want to give me what I needed. The premium and discount. So you go to the daily. It just says daily directional swing on NQES and the Dow. This is my daily time frame. And then all I did was I marked off, like once I had this daily premium and discount and my SMT at previous daily low marked off, all I did was mark off significant highs en route to premium or equilibrium of the range. That's all I did. I still do think, I mean, Dow Jones is not the pair to focus on, but the only one that actually what I wanted to care about today was NASDAQ or the S&P 500. That's it. My focus today was only indices. And actually, the trade that we all took yesterday, like we all took those shorts together on live. I have that broken down on YouTube, and it's going to be live. It's live on YouTube right after this live stream, which is fire. Oh, Carolina, you bought NASDAQ? Nice. Yeah, NASDAQ actually gave something clean after the open. This is what I missed. I missed this. Like, this is what I would have taken if I saw the 90-minute, but I didn't. Like, we had the short-term low here. That actually was the candle that tagged that hourly fair value gap. So once price tagged that gap at 9:30, it created an SMT on the 90-minute and then closed above at 9:35, and you could have bought in here. You could have bought here with your stop loss at the low and then targeted a 1 to 2 risk to reward. And you would have been out in literally 1, 2, 3 candles. That would have been my trade if I was watching the 90, but I wasn't. And obviously, ever since then, we've kind of just been moving slow. But I would still expect price to go a little higher. I'm very surprised that we didn't clear those relative equal highs on the Dow. These horizontal lines are all corresponding highs together. So I would have expected a reversal to occur at that high run, but we didn't get that. There was no way that I could have been bearish today with the fact that we're just so low within the range and we have a daily bullish SMT in a key level. I can't look for shorts here. Looking for shorts here did not make sense to me. Do I have a standing desk? Yes. I have a standing desk and I have a little treadmill next to me when I want to get my steps in. No. The treadmill's too loud. And I already walked. I already have like 3,000 steps. And it's not even 12. It's not even 12. This 4-hour time frame, this 4-hour chart on the Dow is a joke. Bro, I was big on running last summer and then I stopped. I first of all, one, running doesn't do any crazy benefits to you besides hurt your body. Like it's not it. It's not worth it. Yeah, like you join the stream and all you see is me just in walking motion or running. And you're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? If NQ closes right around now, would you be bullish or bearish? I would probably still be bullish as long as the daily SMT is still in place. Like if we close here, then I would still want to target 50% of the range. As long as there's like an SMT, like if we lose the SMT at the lows, then I would be bearish. And I would expect price to trade into this daily bearish fair value gap and then continue lower. All of my analysis and like my intraday plays that I look for the day, they all derive from a daily chart. That's it. But I would look for longs tomorrow. Also, if NASDAQ closes an up close and we close to the down close on Dow. But I don't know if this is going to. I think Trump also speaks today at 1 o'clock. I mean, SMT can confirm a swing point. Like we have the first stage for us, like for that. If we're talking in terms of like C2, C3, like T trade shit, the daily candle here, this would be C2 daily candle, and then you would trade C3 to the previous daily high, looking to target 50% of the range, or at least the previous daily high inside of this daily fair value gap. I was literally on the treadmill walking on the live stream yesterday. I was like, you guys want to see something funny? And I was walking on the treadmill while I was in the live stream. It was actually hilarious. Do I use T-Trade's entry if OB doesn't? No, I don't. Me and him have a different form of identification of order blocks. I use order blocks in a different way. My order blocks are like candles that clear liquidity and then close above. Like this candle here. Like this is my order block. Like if I look at the hourly time frame, like see these swing lows here. Primarily this one. This swing low that was ran by this down close candle at 5 a.m. Once we closed above it, we tagged it and then price respected the opening price of that candle and then we moved higher. Same thing with the S&P 500. This candle here at 5 a.m. Did the same thing. You closed above it, and then price expanded away. What do I do in my spare time other than gym and walk? So my routine is wake up, I do like fasted cardio, and then I stream with my Discord, and then I stream here, and then I go to the gym, and then after I go to the gym, I'll go like food shopping, pick up food, come back home, cook, and then it's either I am managing either like one-on-one students or I'm doing other stuff for businesses that I have outside of trading, or I am like shopping or some shit. Not really much else to it. It's phenomenal for trading anxiety. Health is wealth. You feel good physically, you will feel good mentally on the charts. Do I travel often? I have a flight actually tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and I'm flying to Orlando. I'll be in Orlando until Monday. Monday, yeah. So I won't be trading. I won't be trading Friday or Monday. It depends on what I'm doing when I'm traveling. Like if I have time, then yeah, but like if I don't, then I just don't need to I don't need to trade. My analysis right now. So my analysis for the day was just a quick overview again. I wanted to see price trade higher because of the SMT that we had at previous daily lows with the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. I went from the daily to the 4-hour, and this measurement of premium and discount is the directional swing on the daily time frame. So I wanted to see price today with the support of that daily SMT. I wanted to see ES or NQ run to equilibrium of that daily swing. So what I did was I measured and I marked off highs that were en route or above 50% of that range. And this is the corresponding high in premium, which is 25,894 on NASDAQ. This one is in discount on S&P 500, 68,4925. And then the same corresponding high on the Dow Jones that left relative equals is 47,404. And then I went down to the hourly time frame. Hourly time frame looks like this, where I had price from an hourly bullish fair value gap. I wanted to see this morning a tag of this fair value gap at the open, which is what we got. And then I wanted to see an SMT be created at this fair value gap, because then I would have went from 1 hour to M5 and then execute long en route to this 50% of the range and that buy side liquidity resting here. The hourly didn't give anything, and the 4-hour, everything was corresponding between all three in the triad. So I had no SMT on the hourly or the 4-hour. The only SMT that was actually present was on the 90-minute candles from 7:30 to 9 a.m. ES making the higher low with the NASDAQ making the lower low. That was the only thing that I saw. And then after that, I wanted to see price expand away from this 15-minute fair value gap, and I wanted price to create SMT within that gap, and we didn't get that crack and correlation here for a continuation, so I let the trade go. Trading and traveling can be stressful, but again, like for me, it takes me 20 seconds if not less, to look at a chart and I could tell you if it's obvious or not to trade that day. Like if I can fluctuate from the daily to the 4 hour, 1 hour to an execution time frame within a minute's time and tell you if it looks like I can take a trade. And if it's not, then I'm not taking the trade. And am I vlogging it? Yes, I'm going to vlog the whole thing. So that'll be on YouTube. I started trading when I was 21 and now I'm 27. But I still look very young, but bless my parents because I have good genetics. How did you overcome holding? What do you mean? Yeah, bro, I'm fucking unk. Bro, the younger the better, I'm not gonna lie. If I can hold this down, then I'm gonna fucking when I'm 40, I'm gonna look like I'm 25. I mean, my dad is 60. My dad's 60, and he literally, I think he looks like he's in his 40s, probably like in his 40s. I was in the city all weekend. I was in the city Friday and Saturday. And yes, like my method, bro, I'm not even kidding. Like I go out I'm being completely transparent. I go out every weekend, like every fucking weekend. But you need to have a balance. Like you need during the week, Monday through Thursday, I'm locked in. Like I'm literally David Goggins Monday through Thursday. I eat I meal prep all my food. I get my protein in. I eat healthy, clean foods. I make sure that I'm still getting in my steps in the day. I'm active. I go to the gym. I do my work. Like I do everything that I need to do during the week so that like I grind during the week so that I earn the drinks on the weekend. Like I'm literally working hard, doing everything that I need to do and accomplish so that I can go out on the weekends. I take care of my body very nice and I do all of my work. I still post on YouTube every week, once, twice a week, post on my socials every day, still stream multiple times a week. I don't have any sort of like fucking procrastination with anything that I do. I'm always showing up. Am I bugging? Did my chart just stop? What's going on? Okay, that was weird. That just lagged. Why are my charts not moving? What's going on? Bro, my candles are not moving. What's going on? I have to flip time frames for my candles to move. Hello? Is your guys' trading view bugging out or is it just mine? Why do I have to flip time frames for my shit to move? I mean, I'm on the application. Fuck. Do I need to? Dude. I'm going to exit out of this. Save and close. Here. My shit's tripping. Hold on. All right, now it's good. Now it's good. I had to close out the tab. That was weird. All right, we're moving now. But we're climbing on NQ and ES. Again, I think that price is probably going to take out these highs on ES, reach equilibrium on NASDAQ. There's an SMT at the previous hourly candle lows here with the Dow Jones and NQ and ES. If we were to expand, I would expect price to run from here and then leave this low protected. Daily objective for me is 68.49.25. Bro, I was not on replay mode. Yeah, Luke, SMT at the hourly. But I think that we climb here. ES will probably reach the high first, I think. I look sleepy. I'm good. Trump speaks at 1. I'm not taking anything from. Yeah. Luke, right now, when I'm not taking any trades, I'm just tape reading just to see and like watch my analysis and see if it's correct or not. But 1 p.m. Trump speaks. What are your thoughts? I have no idea what he's even talking about or what that orange man is even going to say. I don't know what bro is going to be on about today. I find it sus that we left behind these triple relative equal lows on the Dow. This is weird to me. I think that the Dow might come down and take these out. I might take away this SMT in case price wants to come down a little lower. Trading away from this is weird. Maybe they're going to leave this for when Trump comes into play, says something, sweeps out these lows, and then pierces to these highs. Because, again, these are relative equal highs with relative equal lows. Full port before Trump speaks? That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. He's talking about remarks at the America business. Oh, you actually took those NASDAQ longs? I think I heard you the first time, bro. I'm putting this lower. If I look sleepy, I'm gonna sit down. Yeah. Bang. Okay. If we hold this SMT, then we're just gonna drive to here. Do you still trade if your model presents itself, but if it's trapped order flow? My model wouldn't really present itself during trapped order flow. How's my hinge going? This is my hinge notifications right now. Oh, look, my fitness app gave me the notification. My thing's actually popping right now. There's the 5-minute breaker and both 5-minute breaker on NQ and ES right here. I'm definitely not looking for a wife right now. That is not on the agenda. Unless she slides in with my current routine, then it ain't worth it. Dude, Dow Jones looks like a fucking mess. Bow, bow, bow. I'm not finding a wife on that app. I'll tell you that right now. I do it for educational purposes only. Educational purposes only. I promise. YM is on it right now. This 4-hour chart on the Dow is hilarious. But we're gravitating towards that high that I said earlier. Again, I think that ES runs it first. ES or the Dow, because the Dow flipped pretty hard. You could see right through gold diggers. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they're more prominent in Miami. They're not really so out there New York is a hit or a miss, but you can tell very quickly when a girl just wants you for your money. Oh yeah, we called the monthly gap on ETH. Finally got that. Finally got the monthly gap. ES looks much better, bro. Can you give a brief rundown of the format of your forever model indicator? Bro, watch my YouTube video premieres in 18 minutes. Right after this live stream, watch the video. And it is exactly step by step, 3 steps behind the forever model and how to utilize it. It's going to premiere. Like I'm literally going to go from this stream into the premiere of my YouTube video. So everybody go into that and watch it. It is so easy. Like who was on stream yesterday? Watching watching our shorts play out? Or who took those shorts yesterday on stream? They were so clean. $4 to 15-minute, easy as can be. There goes NQ. I think TJR is a good trader. I just don't agree with his way of teaching. I think that his teaching and like his boot camp that he has, like so many people come into that, and that's like their first breath of air with ICT, and that's just not the route to go to. I'm being completely honest with you. Like I promise you, if you watch the video that I'm about to put out, it is so easy. Aggressive ass push on ES. And we're pushing away from a 5-minute breaker on NQ. Yeah, that boot camp is all over the place. ES should make its way here. While at the same time, NQ makes its way here. What was on breakfast? I meal prep my breakfast, and I have eggs, potatoes, bacon. And it's like around 40 grams of protein. And then after this, well, like I have my sourdough bread with honey and peanut butter that I still need to finish. I eat that before I go to the gym. That's like a little pre-workout snack. And then I come back, and I cook steak. My shorts, bro, just wait for the YouTube video to drop. It's the YouTube video is live in 15 minutes. Right after the stream, we'll go right into the live chat, watch it, and you'll see everything step by step. I explain it all. Is anybody long right now on index futures? Like, is anybody long on ES or NQ right now? You're still waiting for an entry, Cookie? Long on both. I would close full on ES at that high that I have marked off. That's a good exit point. Holy shit. Wow. Goddamn. I was marking off session lows and highs and waiting for a sweep of New York Open and then break of structure and entered after the fair value gap was filled. I mean, marking off session highs and lows is definitely like strong, significant liquidity pools, but just if you add in the context of SMT and like looking for cracks in correlation at session highs and lows or previous daily highs and lows, that will enhance your trading significantly. I will push this to anybody and everyone that SMT is probably the most mandatory confluence that anyone can ever use in trading. That's fair, Cookie. Yeah, I promise SMT is like everyone in the chat can even attest to that. It's like actually it's so important. Price will always reverse where there's an SMT placed in and then continue and expand. Yeah. And like note how we were very lethargic and price moved like very slow with all these small bodies. And then the second that we had a cracking correlation with NQ, ES, and the Dow, we just had a V-shape recovery with energy and speed displacing, creating fair value gaps, changing the save delivery, and now we're actually reaching this high. Dow is on one, bro. We're clearing out the relative equal highs, the failure swing that we left. I was surprised, Cookie, that we didn't run out these relative equal lows. The Dow, so there's three assets that you want to watch together with index futures, and it's always going to be NQ, ES, YM. There's always going to be a triad of correlation between assets. Like for foreign currencies, it's euro, GBP, dollar. For gold, it can be either gold, silver, dollar, or it could be gold, euro, or XAU euro, XAU pound. For crypto, it's ETH, Bitcoin, total 3. For oil, it's CL, RB, HO. There's always going to be a triad of correlation for SMT. Because if we never watched the Dow Jones, we would have no idea why price reversed from here. What do you think? What do I think about that Zusi guy? I think Zusi is an idiot. And I think that he just did an entire marketing scam to the public to advertise his $10,000 to $15,000 mentorship. that has legitimately no positive reviews or feedback from. There's a reason why he posts zero testimonials and only paper trades on his accounts. Wait, what's David? Who's David? What happened with David? Oh, in the Discord. What did he do? Oh no. Oh my god. That's horrible. Oh my god. He was short to the relative equal lows and it fucking reversed. Oh my god. That's so bad. I would crash out. One of the guys in our Discord was short to these relative equal lows and it reversed by like a point, or it reversed by 2 points and then stopped them break even, and that's where we flipped from. That's painful. Damn. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm not going to say it wasn't a good trade. It was a good trade. The draw was triple relative equal lows. That just sucks that he missed it by like a couple ticks. Damn, that's so bad. But this hourly candle, we should see price take out that high on ES. It was a clean ass open low high close for the 11 a.m. If you just go to who I follow on Twitter, I respect everybody that I follow on Twitter. Only a couple more points, 5 more points until we rape that high. What do you want, Cookie? You want the 15-minute fair value gap? I mean, if you don't get it on ES, you're going to get it on the NASDAQ. NASDAQ still has room to go. But obviously, ES, this resting high is the draw. I got you. I get you. This is 50% of the range, 25,840. Your only worry is going to be an SMT at that high. You should be fine if all three crack it. Yeah, just be safe. I let this thing go when I missed something on the 15-minute. I didn't care too much about it. I caught a banger yesterday, so I'm not too upset. Well, I'm not upset at all, but whew. All right. There is About 3 minutes left in the live. I'm going to go in the YouTube chat and think of a word to do for this giveaway. Okay. And then I'm going to get my video up so that you guys can hop into that live chat and watch. Okay. All right, I got my word. It's 2 words. I'm going to say it in 40 seconds at 11:58. 11:58. Here, I'll put it here. I'll type in the link, or just if you just search up my name on YouTube, you'll find it. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, first 2 people to type out the words forever model. Oh, this is gonna come in nightmare. Oh, there it is. Damn. OG and Luke. Right there. Right there. OG and Luke. Oh, it's not you. You spelled it wrong. Oh, you did spell it wrong. Fuck. Sorry, Luke. Wow, that's honesty right there. Then below that, it's Brian. Brian and OG. I didn't read it right. Brian, soccer kid, and the real OG, 15. That is Zuina. And for the people that want to watch the YouTube video, I just posted the link in the chat right there. And honestly, Luke, since you were honest, that should deserve a free account. I'm not going to lie. Honestly, all 3 of you open up a ticket in the Blue Guardians Futures Discord and then secure an account. And I'll vouch for it because that's very nice of you. But with that being said, my YouTube video is premiering now. If you guys want to watch the video, it is on my channel. I'll be in the live chat. So it'll help you a lot. Trust me when I say this. But I hope you guys all have a great trading day and be safe. Don't do anything stupid. Look for the draw to be 68.49.25 and equilibrium on NQ. It's 25.840.75 and 47.404 on the Dow Jones. Take care, everybody. Be safe. I'll see you in the live stream tomorrow. Deuces.